Good morning, people. It is approximately 4 o'clock in the morning here at work. You know who I am. You know why I'm here. Have not been on here in quite a while. I've been taking care of some personal business. But I no longer own the Acura. The 06 Acura TL is gone. However, I think it's over something nicer. Something more in my affordability range, and something that was damn near smack dab on what I wanted to pay. And no, it's none of those. It is this. This is a 2014 Fiat 500L Popstar Edition. Now, I don't know what Popstar Edition means. All I know is it's got a lot of upgrades. Let's take a little walk around it. It's the headlights here, turn signals there. Does not have daytime running lights. Those are the actual turn signals. And here's one of the badging for it. It is a 2014. It has 150-ish thousand miles. I don't know the exact number. Oh, nice. And I believe this is supposed to take premium fuel. So I'll be putting some premium in it. There is the logo, Fiat 500. My temp tag. These are the backup lights. These are the brakes and turn signal lights. We'll start with the back seat. And these seats fold down, but I have stuff in the trunk, so I'm not going to mess with it. Just put this headrest down here. That's why you lost me for a second. These seats fold down and then out like this. It's a 30, 60, 90 degree turn, which a lot of people don't like. I personally don't mind it. I'm not going to really be using it that much. The back seat, like I said, you can see I got some of my stuff in the trunk there. Hopefully you can hear me. And we'll move to the front. I literally just picked this up yesterday. We'll go ahead and sit in here for a minute. And we'll close the door. 152,388. I don't know if you've seen that, but I just caught the end of the mileage. And light going out. I'm going to go over a couple of the things here with you. We'll go ahead and turn the lights here on so you can see a little better. This is the instrument cluster. Nice little touchscreen. No navigation, but it does have a Bluetooth stereo, so I can hook my phone into it. Also has audio jacks right down there. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. You got your auxiliary port and your and a USB port. Has AC, heat, no heated seats, no power seats. This is all manual seats. You got some steering wheel control knobs, and also back here on the back, this side controls your volume and your source button. And I'm not quite sure what these buttons back here do. I don't really want to figure it out just yet. Like I said, I literally just picked this car up today. We'll go ahead and start it, and this is the reason why I got it. It is a 6-speed manual transmission. And over here, you also have your ESC, which I don't know what that is quite yet. I'm still doing research on this. Like I said, I just picked it up today. We'll go ahead and start it up. Go. It gets roughly about 30 miles a gallon. Gets 26 and 32, so it's about 30 miles a gallon. Like I said, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. There's a mileage, 152,388, so about 150,000 miles. Runs and drives good. Tire pressure light is on. I think I just got to drive it for it to go off. I don't know how to reset it yet. Like I said, I'm still doing research. Check engine light is due to either a relay or a temp sensor, so it's pretty much a permanent check engine light until I get it fixed. Like I said, touchscreen radio. And if I do remember correctly, this does not have backup camera. Like I said, I got it in reverse. No backup camera. It has a compass to let you know what direction you're going in, but I'm not worried about that. It's got all the good stuff. It's got your radio. It's got your phone, so you can talk on your phone. All that good stuff. And it also has your tuning and your audio, so you can adjust the bass and treble. It's actually a good running car. Good running car. So we'll go ahead and get a look at this motor. Hood popper down here. And I'll explain why I don't have the Acura here in a minute. All right, so here we go. It is a 1.4 liter turbo 4-cylinder. It is nothing like the Acura. This actually does have a little bit of get up and go. And this car, it looks like it's going to be easy to work on, but it came with a fresh oil change, fresh tune-up. So right now I don't have to worry about anything except either that relay or the temp sensor. And the temp sensor is on the fan. Fan is right down there. So I may have to go from underneath to get to that temp sensor, but I'm not positive yet. I'll go with the relay first and then go from there. This car was under $10,000. I am paying $278 a month. With full coverage insurance, I'm looking at roughly about $478 a month. That's with the insurance. Now, with the Acura, I was paying $510 a month and $150 a month for insurance on it. So a massive savings in owning this car. And I have to admit, that's why I jumped on it. Now everybody's gonna look at this car and be like, oh, it's too bubbly, it's too big. You know, yeah, you got your 5-speed manual transmission. You know what? I actually kind of like the way this car looks. And technically it's not a car, and technically it's not an SUV. This is what is known as a crossover. And you say, well, what is a crossover? That's exactly what it is. It's a mix between a car and an SUV. Now, I don't know if you heard the sounds outside earlier, but it is raining. So that's why I'm trying to keep that's why I'm doing this in here instead of anywhere else, is because it's raining outside. I don't want to get nothing wet, not the phone. The car I don't mind after I leave. It's got a rear wiper on it, and which does work. Because as you can see, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's window cleaning solution all over this back door, all over the back of the hatch. And you know, this vehicle kind of reminds me of the old, well, the newer buses that they have in the cities. Not the big buses that are like way up here. It's like where the vehicle bus people pick you up from your home. That's what this kind of reminds me of. I really like this car. I put $1,500 down on it, picked it up, like I said, just yesterday. The Acura. Because of the difference in payment between this car and the Acura, I decided to let the Acura go. Now, I still owe a little bit of money on it, so I plan on paying that off. May take a little while, but I will pay it off. But after I get this one paid off a little bit, what I'm going to do is I'll probably keep it until it's almost time for it to be paid off, and then I'll probably trade it in. I do like the hubcaps. However, I'm thinking about repainting them to match the color of the car, or the color of the stripe that goes down the car. So either the color match the car or to color to the stripe, the pinstripe, which I actually think is pretty cool. The interior, a lot of people complain that there's no room in the interior. I'm 6'2", roughly about 230 pounds, and believe it or not, I actually fit in this car really good. So you got your little side marker lights right there. No marker lights in the back. What's really cool is that you got the little 500 emblem right there. And I believe it is on the turn signal too, although I have not looked. Here is your Fiat logo right here. A little dirty. Like I said, I just picked this car up and I took it to work, so obviously it got dirty coming to work. The other 500 logo right there. So I'm going to keep this car as long as possible, and then when it comes time to trade it in or get the payoff coming in, I will trade it in on another vehicle, hopefully another manual transmission. By the way, I don't know if I told you this or not, but it is a 6-speed manual transmission. And it goes through the gears very well. Parking brake works very well. So I'm going to keep this car for a little while. The Acura, the head gasket blew on it. The VTEC solenoid went out on it. It smoked quite a bit, badly. I replaced the spark plugs, the coils, the spark plugs seals, valve cover gasket, intake manifold gasket, well, both valve cover gaskets, both upper and lower intake manifold gaskets, and nothing seemed to, everything that I changed on it just made it seem it run worse. So I cut my losses on the Acura. As good as that car was, I just cut my losses on it, and I got this one that I got now. And I really do like the end of the stripe right there too, but I'm actually thinking about either painting the rims white to match the car or gray to match the stripe, or maybe even black to match the trim, because the trim's black. I don't know yet. I'll probably just, it's one of those 3 colors. It's either going to be white, gray, or black. And come to think of it, I do have black spray paint, but I want to test the waters out and see what kind of color I could paint it first. Then I'll go from there. The only thing that I do not like about this car, and I'd have to say it's the only thing I don't like, is the fact that it doesn't have navigation. I can live without a backup camera because I can turn around and look in the back window, but navigation is like a plus. And considering how I don't have navigation, I have to refer to my phone. So that would be the only thumbs down on it. Now, this car came from Ohio Motor Group out of Steubenville, Ohio. So shout out to Ohio Motor Group. It is financed through credit acceptance, which many of you know before I had my Volkswagen through them, and I did very well with them people. So they approved me when pretty much 90% of the other people wouldn't. And the down payment was reasonable, the monthly payment was reasonable, the insurance is reasonable. So I'm actually happy with this car. As bubbly as this car looks, I'm actually happy with it. So I'll keep it for a little while until it's time for it to either be paid off, and then I'll get rid of it, or when it comes ready for it to be paid off, I'll trade it in and trade it on something a little better. So that's the video for now. And I don't know if I told you or not, but this has a switchblade key. I'll show you, in fact. It's got a switchblade key. It doesn't have a key fob. It's not a push to start. It is a switchblade. So you put it inside of this little keyhole right here, and you turn it on that way, and you turn it off. So there you go. All right, I'll go ahead and end this video, and hopefully y'all have a very good weekend. Hopefully y'all have a very good week. If it was your birthday, wish you a very happy birthday and hope it was wonderful for you. I'd like to thank my new subscribers, and one of those subscribers includes my daughter Chanel. Welcome to my channel. I hope to hear comments from everybody. Give the thumbs up if you liked the video. Even give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Doesn't matter to me. But I hope to be making more videos like this in the future. Right now, there's no repairs that need to be done to this car. So, well, there is one, but I think I can do that myself without putting a video in. It's a temp sensor. So, until this vehicle needs repairs, I guess I'll just leave it at that for right now. So, until next time, take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. And I will talk to you next time. Have a good night.